Uh, all right, we are live. Everybody, hello and welcome. Happy New Year. I have with me Steve Yonke. I'm so excited to always have him on because he's just so much fun. I was trying not to laugh right before I started the video, so I hope you guys didn't see me looking like a dork. Steve, we are here today to talk about how Mission Wisconsin will be representing at the event in Germany, the virtual online career fair in Germany on January 14th. So why don't we start out our conversation by talking a little bit about the virtual career fair, and then we can talk a little bit about 2021 and things that you have going on.
Actually, Jamie, we're excited to be, first of all, Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2021, right? We made it, so that's exciting for everyone. And while some things have changed, some things have remained the same, and transition never stops. We all know this. PCS never stops, and if you're a military spouse, it's kind of getting your family in that space where you're preparing for that next move, be it transition or the PCS or just your next career. So we wanted to make sure that we were sharing our first opportunity of 2021 to connect with us virtually, and that's through the Rhineland-Pfalz TAPS program, Soldier for Life. They're putting on a virtual career fair January 14th, noon to 3 p.m. That is Central European time. So we're going to be up early here in Wisconsin. And we're okay with that. Something about farmers and, whatever. But we're excited to talk about that opportunity today to connect with the Mission Wisconsin team about all things transition, PCS, coaching, resume, interview prep. Whether you just want a friendly face in, the States to talk to, Jamie's here for that. I'm not the friendliest face. But we're looking forward to starting our year off on January 14th in Germany, and then going from there.
Yeah, I came from Germany in June, and I actually met Steve at an event in Germany, but in real life, like not a virtual event. I met him in person, and he was all Semper Wisconsin. I didn't ever forget that.
I think we were just talking about this before we got on. When typing, and you think about how to spell Wisconsin, you just start with #1, and that's spelled
Wisconsin. Yeah, that's right. The great state of Wisconsin. If it weren't so cold, I might consider retiring there. But I like hot weather, so that's the one thing wrong with Wisconsin.
It's all right. Every state has its downfalls. Yeah. California has earthquakes. Florida has hurricanes. Texas has Texans.
If the cold never bothered you anyway, go to Wisconsin. They are so military friendly.
That is true. Nice job, Elsa.
I have children. This is what we do. So, okay. Wisconsin is great and wonderful and all things good in the world. Let's talk about 2021 in general. We know about the event. If you're watching, I put a link to the RSVP page here in the description of the video. So if you are interested in registering for that event, you can register for it. If you're in the US, I believe we are in Central Time. It's 7 hours ahead of us. So you have to get up I think it starts at 7 a.m. Central Time. But if you're in Europe, this is one of those really cool opportunities where something is actually in your time zone and you're not having to stay up until 10 o'clock at night to attend an event. So it's a really good opportunity to network and to talk to employers that are hiring, especially the employers at this event, I'm assuming, are going to be looking specifically for overseas folks, and that'll be good. Typically, even if they're not hiring for overseas, they may be looking for folks transitioning and coming back to the US. And it might be a good opportunity to connect with folks that you may not have otherwise been able to meet because you are in Germany. And like I said, I just got back from Germany. It was really tough to network with these employers because they're all stateside. So 2021, let's talk about things you have going on, Steve, upcoming events, other things you're excited about.
Well, Jimmy, and as you know, part of the strength of these events, even if you're not actively transitioning, it's always good to be digging your well before you need the water, right? Like start building those relationships longer than you even think you need them, right? Because like Jamie and I, we met, she was like, I'm never coming to Wisconsin. This is not happening. But yet here we are. And that connection has paid off for both of us, as, especially as Jamie has launched her new thing this year, which has been a wild success from what I can tell. And that's awesome, but it adds value to both our networks, and even the train agrees, which is so good. Yeah, we're gonna start out January with a virtual event, and some of our partners to start the year are Exact Sciences and the Greater Green Bay Chamber, New North Incorporated, and that is, regions of Wisconsin. So obviously the Greater Green Bay Chamber, if you want to live in Titletown, USA, I mean, the Packers are going to the Super Bowl. It's going to happen. Mark it down. Put it in the calendar. 14th world champion, 14th time world champion. But if you want to live and work there, connect with opportunities there, it's a great opportunity to hit me up. And then Exact Sciences, which is a small little company started in 2003. Started in 1995 in Boston, Massachusetts, made the smart move, came to Madison, Wisconsin in 05 with 650 employees. And they changed the game in colon cancer screening. Their flagship product is Cologuard. And it's an interesting process, but exactsciences.com is how you can find them in their careers page. But if you find something that interests you there, you can link up with us at the job fair on the 14th from 12 to 3 p.m. Central European time, and we can help connect you to them as well.
You have some fans over here of even the train agrees. Joseph said that. And then Kyle's telling about Navy paddles, and he is in Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Ah.
Yeah. I've looked him up, actually. Those paddles are pretty sick. They're awesome.
Yeah. I think Kyle might know a mutual friend of mine, Ryan Lonergan. He's been on his podcast.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Small world in Wisconsin there. Apparently, if you know Steve, you know everybody.
Well, Wisconsin, it's 6 degrees, and it's also separation.
Well, if you are watching, whether it be now or whether it be later, feel free to drop in and ask Steve any questions that you have, even if it isn't related to his particular event over in Germany. He's always getting busy and attending these events and fairs. That's what he does. That's how he knows everybody in the whole country that has to do with military transition. So Steve is a wonderful resource. And even if you're not going to Wisconsin, he still goes to these events, meets everybody, and he's really a good resource. So Jeff says he loves the German food in Milwaukee.
Well, who doesn't? I mean, it's not quite Germany, but it's pretty close.
It's better than the German food in Texas.
That's probably a low bar. Yeah, Old World 3rd Street down in Milwaukee is the spot to hit if you're looking for authentic German food. But yeah, in 2021, we're also looking forward to attending events in person. Fingers crossed, vaccines, social distancing, we're ready for it all. But we're looking to get back out on the road. So if you're listening or watching and you're a transition assistance program person, or you're holding an event on your installation, we would love to talk to you about how we can become involved and bring the 30th to the union, but soon to be number 1 in your heart to your event.
That's awesome. We have another fellow Wisconsinite who loves Wisconsin, and go Packers. That's what they said.
See, we're everywhere, Jamie. You just don't know it. You don't know what you tapped into.
I visited Wisconsin once as a child, and it was very cold. I remember I'm from southern Oklahoma, so it's pretty much Texas weather, and I never had seen snow or icicles, and I was astounded. That's my memory of Wisconsin. But yeah, I had to be 8 years old or under. It was a long time ago.
Well, we should definitely get you back. Whether it's cold or not, it's a little bit of a different experience as an adult. Mm-hmm. So we should bring you and the family up and take that tour of the great state of Wisconsin. It'll only take about 2 months. So plan accordingly.
Yes, I hope this year we can do actual traveling and events, and we can be safe and all of that. If you have questions for Steve, like I said, drop them in the comments, even when we cut the video and you're watching later, a few days later, a month later down the road, I don't care when, he'll always be available and willing to answer your questions. And Steve, is there another way folks can get a hold of you?
Uh, yes, a visit to Wisconsin may last a day, but frostbite can last a lifetime. That's fun. Nice job, Joseph. I appreciate that humor. Yeah, so mission-wisconsin.com is our website, and there's a portal for entry for both clients, which is the business side, and also the candidates. There's a way you can upload your resume for our resume review. We provide all of those services to those folks in the military community for free, and we help them, kind of flesh out what they want to do and connect with great people like Jamie in the community as well. Jamie and I just had a great conversation about one of the military spouses that I'm currently working with that came in through our last LinkedIn Live, I think. And she's actually going to Texas. She's making her final PCS to Texas. So I made sure to connect her with Jamie because Jamie knows everybody in Texas. That's kind of her jam
now. Well, I appreciate that, Steve. And, we're all here to help you. If you are in the military community, you're transitioning, you need assistance, come to somebody like Steve or I, because we know who to send you to, if nothing else. So please come to us. Never feel afraid to reach out or to send a note. And Steve, I appreciate you and your time today. Thank you very much. And thank you for all that you do with Mission Wisconsin to help our military community.
Oh, Jamie, and I can't say thank you enough for what you're doing this year. I feel like this is, like the giant kudos, pat on the back thing, but kudos to you for launching the Military Spouse Chamber of Commerce. That is huge. And I can't wait I can't wait to see the great things that you're going to accomplish in 2021 and beyond. So I'm glad I could be part of it.
Well, thank you so much. We're excited too. Jamie, the IT department and all things, that needs to happen there. I'm trying this week not to let the website catch on fire, but outside of that, it's rocking and rolling. We're getting really positive and overwhelming response from the community. So I hope to, live up to the, welcome that we've got. So I appreciate that. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you, Steve, and we will see you next.